Testing, testing. Testing, testing. How is the sound for everybody? Can everyone hear me okay over the music? Alright, looks like I'm going to go ahead and get started. I had some people in the forums today ask me if I could take a look at their stuff because they weren't going to be able to make it, so I'm going to knock out those things first. You guys can watch. One guy got an account given to him recently, and he had some questions. So we're going to take a look at that one first. Welcome back, Play All the Time. Good to see you again. So like I said, this guy had an account given to him. He told me, he warned me in advance they had a lot of 5 and 6 star stuff, so I'm just going to do the best I can. He is from the App Invasion forums. So I primarily want to help free-to-play players. This guy's going to be an exception because it was given to him and he doesn't really know. He hasn't really played the game yet, so I'm just going to help him as much as I can. He's got a lot of really good stuff. I already see that I want to build a water team just based off what he has. But he's got so many options. Alright, I think his name is Paul on the forums. First things first, you have a lot of good stuff. Basically, since you have 2 Chimeras that give you a 50% health boost, you're probably going to want to go with one of the 2 Chimera routes, either the Wind Chimera or the Water Chimera. I'm a big fan of the Water Chimera because I have one, so I'm going to give you what I would do as water and as wind. For water, you're going to want to use the Water Chimera as your leader, of course. The runes on him, look over there and check that out real quick. You don't have any runes on him yet. I use attack percent, and I used to use HP percent as well, like a mixed kind of attacker. But considering you're going to have the HP boost anyway, and you're going to have a Water Archangel on your team, I would just consider putting all attack runes on him. And what I'm suggesting is for arena defense. I'll talk about your attack in a minute. I would also suggest the Water Archangel, the Water Sylph, and let me check if you have a period. Zeno, that is a Dark Archangel. Awfully good looking. Hellsent, he said it was given to him, so I don't have any reason not to trust the guy. So anyway, so Water Chimera, Water Archangel, Water Sylph, and I'm not too sure about the Valkyries. I love the Wind one. I haven't had much experience with this one, but it looks like she's got decent damage and decent HP, so I'm thinking that you want to add the Water Valkyrie as well. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Just need to update this one rune here. I don't have any lag on my end, Roman. I'm not sure what's going on. If it's too laggy for you, I mean, feel free to watch the YouTube video later. I don't know if I can make it any bigger because of the way that the resolution is set up. I eventually am going to get my, probably a camera in the corner so you can kind of see me as well. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll do the best I can to get it set up next time. Alright, going back to this, the attack squad, you have so many options. I think just because you have so many 5 stars and 4 stars that you can pretty much counter whatever you want. Like if your opponent has uh, tons of, water, then you can counter them with wind because you have 2 wind jokers, which are just absolutely crazy on damage. Hang on one sec, guys. I'm trying to fix the screen. Alright, that should fix it. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know if the screen is better, the resolution and everything. Alright, so Paul's questions were, he's currently running a Fire Priest, Dark Archangel, Wind Archangel, and Fire Dragon on both offense and defense. But he says he's getting his butt handed to him on defense. I think we just fixed that with the suggestions we just made. Dark Archangel and Wind Archangel are very cool, but I don't think that they're the best defensive units. Let's see here. Another question, how should you ruin your Dark Archangel? I don't know the answer to that question because, like I said, I'm mainly a free-to-play player, and I don't really know how to help you too much with the 5-star stuff yet. Anyway, I haven't got to there. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to do some more research on some of your questions that you're asking because I just don't know much about these 5-star creatures. Looks like you have both a crit and a non-crit Lucian. That's just insane. Like, this account is just insane. Like, you should be number 1 in the arena, in my opinion. Like, you've got a ton of 6-star runes, you've got a ton of 5-star monsters. For offense, the Wind Phoenix is absolutely amazing. The damage that this thing does, like, I think you have it ruined for a little differently than you should. Oh, you don't have it completely ruined. Yeah, if you put more attack % runes on this guy, I think he's just a house. So for defense, I'll go over it again. Water Chimera, Water Archangel, Water Sylph, and Water Valkyrie. For offense, I would suggest the Wind Phoenix, the Water Witch, the Fire Epicon Priest, and then another damage of your choice. It can be whatever you need. So if you need fire, you can go fire, water, and wind. If you need, if you feel like you're going to be up against a team that's going to stun you a lot, you can bring your Sylph. I mean, you have a lot of options here. I really hope I can help you out more later. I just don't know much about these guys yet. Then I had one more. The next guy's name is Valorian. Valorian, let's see what you got. So Valorian wants to know a few things. He wants to know who to keep and who to eat. He wants to know the priority for 5-star. He's been he's been leveling up a healer, tank, buff, attack monster of each attribute, and wants to know if that's the right approach. And he's been having problems with the water temple, and he says he doesn't have many heroes that do constant damage. So let's see if we can help him out here. So he's got a lot of 4-star stuff here. Looks like everything is 4 stars. Alright, as far as who to keep and who to eat, you can keep, for now, you can pretty much keep all this stuff you have at level 30. I don't like the Fire Yeti. The Wind Yeti is just so much better. So this guy you can eat. I'm not a big fan of the Bounty Hunters either, but the Fire one is pretty good, so you're welcome to keep him if you want. This one's much better if you want to use it, but I think we can make you a team without using it. You need to start leveling up your water imp. You have a Dark Martial Cat, that's pretty cool. So what I would do is I'd keep all the 4 stars except the ones I mentioned, and the 3 stars, it looks like you can start feeding those off and making it, getting your other guys bigger. As far as priority to 5-star, Water Mystic Witch is always a great choice. Rune accuracy is correct. You want HP percent on the 4 rune. And on this rune you want speed. And I think you have enough stuff that you should be able to farm 4-star runes pretty easily. At least once you get some of these things to 5 stars. So you're going to want to go ahead and keep the Fire Hellhound because the Fire Hellhound is good for the dungeons. I think it was on Monday when I streamed. I told some people to get rid of the Fire Hellhounds. I've recently gone back on this decision because I think you do need the Fire Hellhound if you ever want to do Giants B9 and B10. So go ahead and keep him. Lulu is not a big priority for you at all. Looks like your main priorities are Water Mystic Witch, Water Rakshasa, Fire Inugami, Wind Magical Archer. You want to go Rage Blade on this? I saw a video today of a very successful Summoner War player, and he uses Rage Blade, and he's hitting pretty much every hit of 18k hits, and that's absolutely higher than anything that I can do. So I'm going to try this out. I'm actually going to get a Wind Archer. Your Water Epicon Priest is another priority. Your Water Phantom Thief is priority. I would probably say this guy is also priority. I've heard some good things about him over the last few days. I don't know how to rune him yet, but he's pretty good. On your Phantom Thief, you want to get Despair and Focus. So you didn't really ask me for a defense team, and I don't know if you wanted one, so I'll go ahead and give you one, and you're welcome to change if you want. But the Water Mystic Witch, the Water Rakshasa, the Water Epicon Priest, and the Water Phantom Thief. I think that would be the best bet for your defense team. You've got Swift Blade on her right now. I think that's fine, but I prefer Fatal on her, Fatal Blade. And I'd probably suggest the exact same team for attack, with the exception of changing out the Epicon Priest for the Wind Mystic Witch, or for the Wind Magical Archer. A lot of people don't think she's very good, but she's, from every video I've ever seen of her, she's just been absolutely amazing. You said you've also been having trouble with the Water Temple. So for the Water Temple, since you have some really good wind stuff here, you want to take your Water Epicon Priest, because sometimes she just stays alive forever and finishes things off for you. Take your Wind Magical Archer, your Wind Imp, and probably your Rakshasa or your Phantom Thief. What was your other question? You've been leveling up a healer, a tank, a buff, and an attack monster for each attribute. Yeah, that's I mean, that's okay. I mean, you can do that. Some things you don't really need, like this Water Warbear can be easily replaced for a Wind Warbear, which you have. So I don't see any need for you to have the Water Warbear. And this is actually something I wanted to cover. A lot of people ask me, why do you choose the Water Warbear over, or the Wind Warbear over the Water Warbear on defense? And the answer is the Water Warbear is just not as good. And even though it has the revive ability, what you're trying to do in the arena is you're not trying to survive until your towers kill them. You're trying to kill your opponent. I mean, it doesn't matter how good your towers are. I mean, yeah, that extra 3,000 damage helps a little bit if you've got all your towers, but that's not the end game, because most of the time your opponent's going to be running a healer of some type. I mean, that's not the way you want to play the game. You want to play to kill your opponent, and the best way to do that is using, Mystic Witches to give your stuff really high attack, in combination with a Rakshasa or a Phantom Thief who does just insane amounts of damage. Yeah, I hope that helps. It looks like you have a lot of stuff here. You've been farming a lot, it looks like. You've got a lot of level 30s. I would focus on the ones I mentioned, the Water Mystic Witch, the Water Rakshasa, the Wind Magical Archer, the Water Epicon Priest, the Water Phantom Thief, probably the Fire Death Knight, and that's what I'd be focusing on right now. And your Fire Inugami. So good luck moving forward. You can always ask more questions when you get there. I feel like you just need to start leveling your stuff up to 5 stars now, and see how you do. All right, Metal Curse. I'll take a look at your stuff. Metal Curse, if you're in the stream, can you go to channel 2160, please? Oh, hey, Valorian, I'm glad you made it. Oh, Valorian, if you have any specific questions that I might not have answered very well, you can ask them here while I'm still on your stuff. Metal Curse, could you type in channel 2160 so I can click your name, please? Hey, Krish. You're on my list. I don't know why I keep clicking that. A little tired tonight. Okay, there you are, Metal Curse. This is cool. I always like to see people who do nice work on their islands. My wife plays the game with me as well, and she always spends a lot of time making her island look pretty. This guy spent a lot of time. He's done everything on all of his islands. And this is his clutter island. I like it. Hey, Childish. Good to see you as well. Alright, Metal Curse. You've got a lot of interesting stuff as well. I'm glad that you have your Water Mystic Witch going up and you have your Water Period going up. Of all the Periods, this is my favorite one. I also have one, and I plan on getting mine a 6-star. Okay, so going back to what I said earlier about the Fire Hellhounds, you need them in order to take out Giant's Keep B9. In order to take out B10, you're going to need some 4-star monsters, which not everyone has access to, not even me. So what you're going to need to do for B9, which is, you can do it with a completely farmable team. There's a guy on YouTube who told all his viewers today that he wasn't going to be providing any more videos, which is kind of sad. But he's been doing these Giants B10 and B9 runs, and he did a completely farmable one for B9. So in order to do that, you need 1 Fire Hellhound, you need 3 Water Imps, and you need a Light Fairy. Now luckily, right now, if you're doing the friend request stuff, you can earn a Light Fairy, so be sure you send out your 50 Facebook friend requests to get your Light Fairy. Looks like you had 1 Water Imp. I just started awakening mine today, since today was the Water Temple. Alright, so Arena Offense and Arena Defense. Obviously, you're going to be wanting your Mystic Witch and your Water Period on offense. You're going to want your Wind Sylph on offense. And your Fire Inugami or your Water Rakshasa. The reason why I'm going to suggest the Fire Inugami over the Water Rakshasa is because you've already got a water over here. You really need to get this Wind Sylph up and get Despair Focus runes on her. I'm sorry, is it Despair Focus or Despair Energy? It's one of the two. You definitely need Despair, and I think it's Focus. I may have to double check that, but I think it's Focus. For the Water Period, you also want Despair runes and Energy runes. So Despair Energy, you can also put Despair Focus if you want the Freezing Shot to work, but she's more used for her stuns, her AoE stun, than her her freezing ability. As you can see here, and the freezing ability is not as good because you need a whole lot of Devilmon or monsters in order to get to the cooldown time. So just to cover that again, Arena Offense, Water Period, Water Mystic Witch, Wind Sylph, and Fire Inugami. You're going to want Fatal Blade on this guy instead of Fatal Energy. So on your Water Mystic Witch, you've got the Speed Rune, which is correct. You need an Accuracy Rune on 6, and you need a HP % rune on 4. But Swift Focus is correct. And also you're going to be wanting to run her as your leader. And I think that team will also do just fine on defense as well, now that I'm thinking about it for you. Yeah, because you're going to be able to, she's going to be first, so she's going to speed up all your stuff. Then your Wind Sylph's going to attack next, and it's going to stun all your enemies. And then anything that's not stunned will get stunned by your Water Period on the next attack. And then your Fire Inugami just takes out Wind Jokers and Wind Warbears and whatever else it might need to take out. So you're going to go completely offensive on offense and defense. Priority to 6-star, I would say your Water Mystic Witch is #1 priority, followed by your Wind Sylph, then your Water Period, then your Fire Inugami. And I'm sure before you get all these to 6-star, you'll have something new, and you can always come back and we can look at those. So, Metal Curse, do you have any other questions? If so, let me know now. Yeah, no problem, Metal Curse. I'm glad I could help you. Megan is just amazing, and she's not getting a nerf on the upcoming patch, which is good. I mean, definitely your periodic is definitely on the list, but she's definitely not higher than your Wind Sylph or your Mystic Witch. Just because the survivability of the Mystic Witch is pretty important going into the end game. In case you guys haven't saw yet, I'm currently in the top 10 in the arena. Alright, anyone else want help with their monsters? I think Childish, aka Krish, is he's pretty set up. He watches a lot of YouTube videos and puts reviews on the App Invasion forums, which I think is very nice of him. Oh, shout out to Derp Turtle as well. Derp Turtle is another YouTube streamer, or Twitch streamer / YouTube poster, and I wanted to give him a shout out on stream. So go check out his stuff. Yeah, so Childish, your question is Megan versus Shannon. The reason why I think Megan is better is because she can actually remove helpful buffs that your opponent has, such as Rena's shield. Shannon cannot do that. She can slow down the enemy team, but she's just not as good overall as Megan is. Okay, there's two people who want checked. I don't know which one's which. I don't know who Prosper is, and I am Paul Hung. I assume that you are Kevin Shaylong. I could be wrong. Prosper, are you in the stream? Childish, yeah, I think Shannon has a place, but I don't know where it is yet. I got rid of my Shannon as soon as I got my Mystic Witch, and I haven't looked back. Oh, Paul, I did your stuff at the very beginning of the stream. You'll have to catch the YouTube video. Yours was the account with all the really high 5 and 6 star stuff. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, you missed it. I didn't know. I thought you weren't going to be able to make it, so I did yours first right before 5 o'clock so I could get it out of the way, and then I could do everyone else's in stream. Basically, I gave you a water setup for your defense team and a different style for offense. Paul wants to know, how do you counter the Wind Dragon? The answer to that question is Fire Vampire. Oh, someone else had a question earlier about, hang on a sec. I'm just double checking the forum. Okay, yeah, so the question earlier that I got on my team in question thread was, what do you think about Awakened Fire Unigami running on Vampire runes? And if you think it's an alternate, if you do think it's an alternate good idea in some cases, can you please elaborate and describe how I should apply it? So I haven't had the chance to check it yet, but I use Vampire runes on my Vampire, and they're absolutely amazing because of the double hit that he does. If every hit counts that Rayok does, then that will also be a double, triple, whatever hit, and that would be very, very effective for farming dungeons. Yusa wants me to show his town, so I will check that while I'm waiting on Prosper to stop lagging. So I like this island for sure, useful. I don't know. I'm personally partial to the cities who put like trees to make like a path. I really like that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do Prosper's monsters, and hopefully if he is still lagging, that he can at least watch the YouTube video. So I don't like this defense setup, I can tell you that much already. Alright, so for your arena defense team, I think that Windsylphid is obviously going to be there. You need to make sure you get her awakened, that's pretty important. Fire Inugami is going to be there as well. Alright, you do have a Fire Hellhound, so you're going to want to get this up because you don't have any sort of buffs right now, and I think that would be your best option. So yeah, so this is how I think we're going to do it. You're going to have primarily a fire setup. You're going to have Fire Hellhound, Fire Griffin, Fire Inugami, and a Windsylphid. Yeah, so I think between the buff that your Fire Hellhound and the Fire Spectre give, it's going to make this guy a lot better, and it's going to make your Inugami just totally wreck. Your Windsylphid is going to be primarily for stun / shield. So you need to make sure you get Despair runes on her, Despair energy. Yeah, I think I would use the same thing for your arena offense team for now. Dark Epicon Priest just isn't very good. You could switch out Water Rakshasa for your Windsylphid on offense if you really want to. I think that would be pretty good with both of the buffs that you're going to be getting. You could also consider getting this Water Werewolf to Awakened and 5-star, and it will also be pretty decent for you if you put Energy and Guard runes on him. But yeah, I mean, you got some options. I mean, you're not just locked in. start leveling up your Light Fairy for Giant's Keep, and your Water Imps, and your Water Garuda. You have a Dark Elemental, so Dark Elementals are also really, really good for Giant's Keep. So if you get a chance to get one of these, and this is for anybody, if you get a chance to get one of these, these guys are really good for killing Giant's Keep. Set are good. How am I playing on my computer? I'm using BlueStacks and I'm using OBS to stream it. I have no idea what Kikodu just said. Kevin wants me to do his next. So he's running a Water Fairy. I don't really like this setup either. I think if you're going to run the wind setup, you need to run the wind setup and not this water stuff. This is my kind of island. Looks exactly like mine, just cluttered as heck. Alright, Kevin, you need to be running a wind team. So I'm going to suggest that first things first, you need to get your Chimera awakened. These things are so good once they're awakened. I have one and mine's water, but it's still really good. So I don't particularly like your rune setup on him. I'm not really sure what the correct rune setup on Wind Chimera is. I know on water I use Violent, so I can get the extra attacks in, which is really good. And I would assume it's similar on the Wind Chimera. So my suggestion is going to be Violent runes with attack percent on 246. Because he's going to have all the extra HP from his skill anyway. His leader skill increases the HP of ally monsters with a wind attribute by 50%. So this guy's going to be your leader. He's going to be your main dude. You're going to run two healers. You're going to run the Wind Yeti, and you're going to run the Wind Epicon Priest. The Wind Epicon Priest's heal is not amazing, but she can revive. And with all the extra HP she's going to have, it's going to be just fine. And because your Chimera is going to be such high damage, then you should, I'm sorry, I just read a comment now, lost my train of thought. Anyway, you're going to want your Wind Chimera, Wind Yeti, Wind Epicon Priest, and you need a Wind Magic, okay, you do. Use your Wind Magical Archer as your last one. So Paul says that he sees a lot of wind going for Despair, and since Paul has a ton of 5-star monsters, I would probably go with his advice over mine on that particular creature. And it makes sense because his Lightning Strike does hit everybody, so I mean it's not, you know, out of the realm of possibility. So yeah, I mean, you could try Despair Energy or Despair Focus because of his Lightning Strike ability. So Despair Focus is probably better. So to recover that, this is for arena defense. You're going to want your Wind Chimera as the leader. You're going to want the Wind Yeti. You're going to want the Wind Epicon Priest and the Wind Magical Archer. Now you don't have any buffs, but you have a very sustained burst team. And what you want is you want to make sure that your Magical Archer has Rage Blade runes on her, and you want crit percentage on 4, and you want attack percent on 2 and 6. Looks like you need to feed a few more Yetis to get this guy maxed out, and you really, really want that max cooldown time on Synergy. And I don't suggest the Wind Epicon Priest a lot, and that's not because she's bad. It's just because you need a very specific team to run her, and I think you have that team. Alright, for Arena Offense, we're going to change it up a little bit because I don't feel like Epicon Priest is that good. You're still going to run the Wind Chimera. You're still going to run the Wind Magical Archer, except this time you're going to bring in a Fire Hellhound. And let me look and see what else you got. You need another attacker. You need a Fire Unugami. I think that's the best spot for that last one. So yeah, on Fire Day, which is I think Tuesday, you can find someone who's got an Inugami dungeon and farm it and get your Inugami, or you can just farm Fireman Volcano and get it that way. Your priority for 5-starring, because it seems like you've only got just the natural one right now, I would put your Wind Magic Archer as your highest priority for both 5 and 6-star. And then your Epicon Priest. The Yeti you're eventually going to replace with something that, like a Wind Warbear, for instance, would probably be better than the Yeti. The reason why is because the Warbear is about to get fixed in the next patch. Instead of him doing that little 10 damage clean shot that he does, he's going to actually wait until he's under 50% health before he does a clean shot, which is going to make everything a whole lot better. Alright, so I hope I helped you out a little bit. Yeah, you can get a Fire Unugami Secret Dungeon. For Hellhound, you're going to want Swift and Energy. For Wind Yeti, you're going to want HP runes all the way around. I'm pretty sure I've seen Fire Unugami dungeons. Actually, I know I am because I remember doing one. Alright, if no one's got any other requests or questions, I'm going to go ahead and start doing some arena stuff. You're not going to want Fatal Blade on Hellhound Hellsent because the Hellhound is basically there to buff. He's going to die in one shot once you get to the higher level of the arena. He doesn't hang around. Alright, we're going to try to do some arena. I got all the way up to rank 3 earlier, and I started getting bumped down a little bit. I fought some really tough teams, and hopefully I can dodge those this time around. Okay, this team is going to be really tough. Fire Valkyrie, Water Rakshasa. I think that's a Wind Aqua Girl. Let me check. Yeah, Wind. And a Wind Dragon. So I'm going to come back to this team. I'm going to kill it last because I'm going to want the buff to kill this all the way through. I might be able to do it now, but I'm not going to risk it. Because I lose 10 points to this guy. Because he's, you know, over 100 points behind me. So since we have a full arena bar, I'm just going to go ahead and start at the bottom and work my way all the way up. Well, I got a 1-star, 1-monster team here. This is going to be quite easy. Victory! Yeah, sure, Metal Curse. The setup for its Giants Keep B9, you need 3 Water Imps, you need a Light Fairy, and a Fire Hellhound. I didn't even look to see what this guy had. I was too busy reading chat. So this Epicon battle is going to be kind of annoying. Hopefully I don't lose my Joker. So a lot of people might think the right thing to do is take out the Fire Epicon Priest here, which is not the case. It's correct to take out the Fire Nugami first, and then the Water Sylph. Or just take them out both at the same time. So my next stream is going to be on Sunday, and I'm going to try to have my Water Mystic Witch all set up by then so that I can show you guys the power of the Water Mystic Witch. Alright, working our way up. This guy's got 3 level 40 guys, and we only have 2. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult because he's got the Water Mystic Witch. You guys might see me lose this one. Okay, she didn't buff first, which is really good for us. Still gonna one-shot my Joker. That's ridiculous. This is the power of a team that has Water Mystic Witch. Yeah, I'm definitely losing this one. I'm not sure I can beat this team with what I have, but I'm gonna try. Otherwise, I'm about to lose another 10 points here. Jesus, this guy hits really hard. This is the power of the Water Mystic Witch and the Water Period. It's just insane. I'm gonna lose my water up right here. Or my fire up rather, sorry. Crouch before I clean shot because I'm pretty sure. Well, I thought they were gonna attack him, but they didn't. Yeah, I'm on a stun lock here. It sucks. Holy God. I have to just try to take out something here, otherwise I'm gonna lose. Well, that's lovely. So I lost more than 10 points against that guy. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that wind slope was pretty OP. The only problem though, the wind slope itself wasn't the problem, it was the water period that kept stunning me, that was the issue. I don't like the water werebear, guys. I know you guys are just now, but I don't think it's that good. I'm getting really unlucky in the manner today. Of course, that's to be while I'm streaming. Now I just have to hope that Lena doesn't die. Oh, that's it. I honestly believe the sound is bad luck. Having this invocable on the gun makes it really easy to kill her because she can't heal herself, see? So here's a high level guy with a wind pixie. the pixie is generally only good as a wind pixie. Alright, and that's all my arena invitations. That probably bumped me down pretty much. So it looks like I'm going to fall to rank 13, which is, I mean, that's okay. I mean, when you're up at this high, you're going to go up and down. That's just the way it is. Realistically, everyone above 1300, even 1200, is going to be able to, you know, beat you, and you know, it sometimes it just depends on, you know, certain things, how lucky you get with your violet runes and things like that. As you can see, I only have 60 crystals. Is Fire Sylphid good? I don't like the Fire Sylphid. The only Sylphid I like is the Wind one, and it's not even that great because I think that the Fire Epicon Priest is better, and she's just a 3-star. Yeah, Sittergood just said the Fire Priest is really, really good. Does the Water Death Knight do something similar? Alright, so I'm going to do some water dungeons. I'm going to try to do something I haven't done before. I'm going to try to do Water Dungeon B8. Yeah, you're right, Zeno. Fire Priest is a 4-star. She's the only one that's a 4-star, though, I think. So as you can see here, I've never beaten Water B8, and I'm going to try it right now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my tail kicked, but we're going to try it anyway. How often do 6-star runes pop up in my shop? I get one about every 3 or 4 times I open the shop, and they're not always good, so I just have to keep waiting for a good one. And I don't always have the runes for the good, or the mana stones for a good one anyway. Something I'm gonna want to do is I want to save as many of my abilities as possible until I get to the boss, so that I can use everything on the boss, because he's gonna kill me pretty quick. Alright, so here we go. I have no idea the right kind of strategy to use against this guy, but we're gonna go for it. Keeping the Wind Ninja alive is going to be very important in this fight. As you can see, I can't heal right now, because if I do, then it's going to heal the Joker and the Chimera, and I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I heal the Wind Ninja. That was insane. I did not know he did that. So Waterkeep B8, I can get the boss to about halfway. I definitely need more continuous damage, guys, in order to do this correctly. So when I get my water, I'm going to try to get my water imps and my light fairy good to go before Sunday stream, and I'm going to do Giant's Keep B8 on Sunday. That's my goal anyway. I'm going to have to farm all my blade runes. I'm going to have to do a lot of things first. The highest level of magic I can do, I think, is 7. Yeah, I can do B7. I haven't tried B8 yet. I guess we could try magic. Can't hurt, right? let's try this. Oh wow, Water Priest is so, I mean the Water Mystic Witch is so good. Joker's gonna die, which is not good. I should have shielded. And myself too. What's interesting is I can auto the level before this. Like I can auto level B8. Or B7, not B8. This is B8. Okay, so I know he doesn't do his triple attack until the third turn, so we have 3 turns to do as much damage as possible. And I'm pretty sure we need the Wind Ninja. I don't know why I didn't bring it. Turn 2. Crap, I'm scared of this dying. Please don't kill me. Oh, he did it a turn early. Oh man. Not having good luck tonight at all. Alright, I'll at least show you the B7, how I do B7. The 7 is just so much easier. Like, it's a whole world easier than E8. So, you'll see a lot of people in chat that say they can do B9 and B10 in some of these dungeons, and that's fine. A lot of people put all their effort into making a team that can do B9 and B10, whereas I put all my effort into making a good arena team. I mean, there's multiple different ways to play this game. This is just the way I choose to play it. And of course, I'm rewarded for my efforts with 3 low essences, because that's what every person needs. Xeno, that's not why I brought the Water Mystic Witch with me. Oh yeah, the leader skill. That may be true. I didn't even look, to be honest with you. I'm actually just trying this out. My Water Witch is not ruined correctly. She's still got like basic crap runes on her. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Both of you, Xeno and Childish. I might change the outcome on B8, because I think I had it on when I did magic, right?
Oh my god, one hit. Wind Ninja is not that great in Arena. Wind Ninja is only good for dungeons. So this is how I normally do it. This one can be I was just trying out the next version. They all look like Power Rangers. I don't know what's going on. Usually when I do this, I have more creatures alive at this point. This is really strange. I did this all day at level 50 and I didn't die a single time, and now I've died twice. I don't know what's going on. The reason I brought the Fire Vamp with me was for the buff, not because I know something better. The Wind Mystic Witch is a single target, and when I don't want single target until the boss. I need to get the first guys, and I'm single target very well. Try Lucian as my leader next, but I'm really confused because I did this all day and I didn't have a single problem, and now I can't beat it for some reason. Yeah, wind counters water, but in these dungeons it's all about the counter. try out your Lucian strategy, see how that works. I kind of want your guys' ideas. Do you guys like these long 2-hour streams, or do you prefer like 2-minute videos on YouTube on how to do a certain dungeon or something? You like both? Because I don't mind streaming, but I don't think that uploading 2-hour videos to YouTube is gonna help anybody. I think the stream can be for people who want to come in and see how I do a certain thing or whatever. But I think that I want to do more of a like 10-minute video for like how to do a dungeon or how to do arena or something like that. All right, we autoed B7. There we go. I don't know what was different from earlier, but. There you go. Looks like we've done 40 clears. So we've got a ton of energy. I'm going to save all this for the weekend when I can when I get up to over 100 crystals and I can buy experience boost, and then I'll start leveling my guys up, my imps and things. So we're going to summon our whatever we got in this mystical scroll. I'm going to open up 3 of these unknown scrolls first. Alright, here we go. No lightning, so it's pretty safe. So I get a lot of unknown scrolls from Hall of Magic. I farm Hall of Magic to get my monsters. All my mystical scrolls come from Hall of Magic. I farm B7 over and over and over and over again. Childish is not the reason why I'm saving them. It's just that it's really hard to keep them all. I mean, it's really hard to summon them all, and and then power everything up, especially when you're playing on the computer, because it's hard to drag. So some things I wanted to show you guys, what I've updated since the last stream was I got my vampire runes up to plus 15. I got this one, and just finished this one right before the stream started. Where I do my EXP runs, I can definitely show you that. I run Tamor Desert North because this is the easiest one to clear and it gives you the max XP. I think it's 1800. And the way I do it is I carry one 6-star or one max level with me, and then 3 things that I'm trying to level. In this case, I have 2. The vampire is just slightly too weak to do the whole thing by himself. I've got 2 5-star monsters that I'm going to be using for fodder. My imp progression. So today I was able to get 2 of my imps awakened along with my water Rakshasa. She's pretty cool looking when she's awakened, I think. I got 2 awakened, and I gotta get this last one. I just need a few more of each essence. I'm hoping tomorrow. I'm gonna spend from today until Sunday farming my blade runes so that I can do Giants B9. I hope I get enough. On Sunday when I do my next stream, I want to be able to do Giants B9 with my imps and my light fairy. I don't have the light fairy yet. For you guys who don't know, if you go to your community tab. You need 50. If you get 50 friends here, you can get the rare monster, which is the light fairy. This you really need in order to do Giant's Keep. So I would get this along with your 3 water imps and your fire hellhound, and we should be good to go. In fact, I'm not even sure if I have a fire hellhound. I don't, so I'm gonna have to farm a fire hellhound this weekend. So someone said I did quite a lot since my last stream. The reason why is because there was I got 100 crystals from something, and I used that to buy mana stones, and that's how I leveled up my runes. I'm trying to think where I got those 100 crystals from. It's not from the escape from the dungeon event. What do you mean, Chim Act 1 famine by the dozens? Oh, you talking about for the Fire Hellhound? Oh yeah, it was the Facebook invites. There you go. Thanks, Zeno. I was like, I can't remember where I got the 100 crystals from. So I think that's gonna be it for the evening, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to ask them now. I'll hang around for another 10 minutes or so. Let's see if we can go get a Hellhound real quick. Do you do it on normal or do you do it on Hell? Metal Curse, I don't only do it then, but that's when I prefer to do it, because the other days I'm usually farming the dungeons. What runes am I planning for the water imps? I plan to do it on, I plan to do 4 blade runes, and, I'm sorry, 6 blade runes. Not rage. You want crit because the ability that you need to use on the Giant's Keep boss is the one that applies continuous damage, and it doesn't apply continuous damage unless you do a crit. So it's best to have as much crit as you possibly can. So I'm going to be running accuracy on 6. I'm going to be running crit rate on 4, and I'm not sure yet on 2. Do any of you guys know when the escape from Cairo dungeon stops? What is so good about Water Imp? Water Imp has an ability once it's awakened that inflicts continuous damage, and the Giant's Keep boss doesn't have a lot of health, but he has a lot of defense, and the only way to get around a good defense is continuous damage. So that's why you need the Water Imps. You can also do it with Wind Ninjas, but Wind Ninjas are much harder to get. Water Imps are easily farmable. The 25th, alright, thanks. Also, how do you guys like the in-game sound behind the game? Would you rather me play music, or do you like the in-game sound? Oh, that's really cool, Dragonis. I'm definitely going to be doing that. A little softer? I can do that now. You guys should ask. Even with the nerf Metal Curse, the light imp is still crazy stupid. Well, now that I know that you get mystical scrolls after 100 dungeon things, I think I'm going to focus on farming dungeons. Because I really, really need the boost. Someone said they were interested in what my shop looks like. This is what it looks like. Alright, so I'm about to head out. I'm going to try to do one Giants run before I leave for the day. I haven't done B7 on Giants yet, so we're going to try it out. Yes, I got 250s, hell sent. Alright, wish me luck. God, this level is just ridiculous. Alright, so still can't do B7 on Giant's Keep. I am gonna get that fixed. We're gonna be able to do that on Sunday. I'm gonna make sure that I can do Giant's Keep B7 on Sunday, somehow, some way. Giant's Keep is just really tough, but it's worth it to get the runes. So you need to make sure you can do that. Cedar, I can't start a second guild. Someone else is going to have to start a second one. If any of you guys want to do that, you know, feel free to do so. And Lucy wants me to do a review of his before I go, so I'm going to do that real quick. I know his name's not really Lucy, but I call him Lucy. Hey, Lemons. Alright, so if anyone has any more questions before I go, please be sure to post them while I'm doing this last review so I can answer them when I'm done. Alrighty. So, Lucy. I want to say I've looked at your monsters before. This all looks pretty familiar. Okay, for your Water Mystic Witch, you need to get Accuracy Rune on 6, HP percent rune on 4, and Speed Rune on 2. Of course, you need full HP percent runes on Epicon Priest on 2, 4, and 6. Your Water Amazon does quite a bit of damage considering you do need an attack percent rune here. Okay, what I would do for your team, both offense and defense, is Water Mystic Witch, Wind Joker, Fire Inugami, and Water Amazon. You can replace the Water Amazon for a Fire Fairy if you need to in some situations, but that's how I would do it. This way you cover all the elements and you have boost. What scroll should you buy? The Wind Scroll is probably the best. Well, actually, you already got a Wind Joker. You really don't need any Wind. I'd go Water. You need a Water attacker. Either a Water Rakshasa, a Water... well, you have a Succubus, I guess. You could try the Succubus out. I've never tried the Water Succubus, but, I mean, it can't be terrible. It's a natural 4-star. So for Fire, you've got Inugami, and you've got another Fire Joker. Fire Grim Reaper's pretty worthless at the moment. Like, he's just not very good anymore. Lemon, sure. Come to channel 2160 and I will do yours next. What is the purpose of a Water Garuda? If you're ever going to run a Light Imp, you're going to need a Water Garuda for the buff. That's about the only purpose you ever need it for. Yes, Itachi, I can do yours next. I am so jealous of you, Lemons. So jealous. I want an Archangel so bad. So this says the damage increases according to your defense. I'm guessing that you need all guard runes on this guy. I don't know. I don't have an Archangel, but that guy looks really good. Okay, you have the stun composition that you need to be running like immediately. Alright, so with damage, you need a Water Mystic Witch really badly. Like, it's so huge that, like, I don't know if you can actually do your team without it, because all your stuff is really based on it. So what I would do is I'd get a Water Mystic Witch, I would awaken your Wind Sylph, right here. You've got Despair Focus on her already, that's good. Then you want to level up your Water Period, which I saw down here. You want to make sure that thing gets awakened, and you want Despair and Focus on her as well, or Despair Energy, it's up to you. And for that last spot, you're going to be running your Wind Archangel. So, Water Mystic Witch, Water Period, Wind Sylph, Wind Archangel. That's going to be your team for Arena. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you got the accuracy and speed runes correctly. You need an HP % rune down here. That's going to be for both lemons. That team is going to be a very offensive defense team, but because of all the stun, it will be good for attack as well. Okay, Itachi, your buffs right here together are not going to stack, so having both of them is not going to help you in the arena on the Hellhound and the Mystic Witch. Alright. Looks like you're working on your Firewolf. Firewolf is okay. I mean, he's not the best, but you know he can do a decent amount of work in the arena. Yeah, so he does recover HP, which is pretty crazy. Oh wait, no, maybe this isn't the one that recovers HP. I think that's the water one. Oh yeah, it is this one. Okay, you don't have a lot of options, so this is what you're going to do for arena offense and defense, alright? You're going to run the Water Mystic Witch. You're going to make this Wind Imp awakened, and you're going to also get him leveled up, evolved, all that good stuff. You need him. He's going to be pretty important for your team. The last two things you need to get a Wind Warbear. Wind Warbear you can buy in the shop. Just keep checking. He is he'll help you out a lot with your team. And that last spot can be held by your Fire Werewolf. So to go over that again, Water Mystic Witch, Wind Imp, you need to get a Wind Warbear and a Fire guy. Until you get the Wind Warbear, just use your Epicon Priest in that spot. The Wind Imp is good at lower levels, at lower tiers. Eventually you'll get something that's going to beat it, like a Wind Magical Archer. But until you get one of those, the Wind Imp is fine. There is, like, you're always going to be able to make a team with the with your monsters. It's just there's tiers, right? I consider Wind Imp to be a tier 3, and like something like a Wind Sylph to be a tier 1. Wind Magical Archer is probably like a tier 2, but I have seen some that have such good runes that they're pretty much tier 1. Rena's not useless, but with the team that you're going to be running with a Water Mystic Witch, you don't need Rena in your squad. Alright guys, I am going to stop streaming for today. Be sure you guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, check out App Invasion forums if any of you guys are new. We also have a Summoner's War Line app that we use. If you want access to that, add Ninja Duck 87, all one word, and that's Ninja Duck 87 to your line, and I will add you to the group. I may not be able to do it right away because I may not be at my desk when you do so. Also, be sure to tune in for the next stream. The next stream is going to be at Sunday at noon, and that's Central Standard Time.
And I really hope to see you guys then. And like I said, next time I want to be able to do Giants Keep B7. So that's gonna be our goal for Sunday. And again, if you guys have any questions, if you guys summon any new monsters, if you guys just want maybe some different advice on a different day, be sure to do that on Sunday. And that's gonna be all for tonight. So everyone, good night.